Welcome to Confess and Connect, the haven for sharing your deepest truths and connecting with others on a profound level. Take a seat, take a breath, and let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and connection. Permit to also share the story of my life. I was in prison for almost 2 years, without trial. First, this country had a poor judicial system, but I don't want to elaborate on that. It would only remind me of a pain I don't want to remember. I just want to share this to create awareness, since I have been through it. In 2016, I met and fell in love with a young lady by the name of Ruby. She was in SHS 3 and was preparing to write WASI. She was 19 and I was 24. I had my small place and was teaching in a private school back then. I had no plans of hurting Ruby. I was in love and was hoping to marry her. She was a day student, so she often passed by my place after school, and we spent time together. Sometimes we cook, play games, or even watch movies. We were equally having sex. I met her as a virgin, and she let me take it. Apart from all that, I was equally good at mathematics, so I was her tutor. I was adequately preparing her for her WAST exams, because I wanted her to excel. We dated for almost 6 months without her spending a night at my place. She always went home. It never even crossed our minds, because she was living with her parents. Just 2 weeks to the day, WASI began. We started thinking about her spending the night. I don't know where the thought came from, but I was the one that brought it up. I suggested she spend the night by telling her parents that her school had arranged for them to stay in and study. She wasn't cool at first, but she later embraced the idea. She told her parents they were going to be doing that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That meant she was going to sleep at my place on those 3 days and go home after school the next day. I was honestly going to teach her, though, but we were also going to have more sex and time to do things we wanted to. This girl slept over the first day. That was Monday, and everything went well. She woke up the following morning and went to school and then home after school. The next day, which was Wednesday, she was going to sleep over again. She even returned early from school that day, so she passed by my workplace and we went home together. That was around 3 p.m. We agreed to have fried rice for dinner, so we both took malt and biscuit that afternoon. Later in the evening, we ate, learnt till around 10 p.m., and we went to bed. We were going to have sex, of course. We started kissing and romancing on the bed when all of a sudden she started coughing. I even thought it was something normal, but it intensified. She suddenly started breathing heavily as if she was gasping for oxygen. I didn't know what to do, so I rushed to get water from the fridge and came to pour it into her mouth. But it worsened the case. Her body was cold, but she was sweating profusely. At that point, I forgot I was naked. I rushed outside screaming for help. Neighbors came in to help take her to the hospital. It was even a certain woman who asked to dress up because I was naked before I realized. Ruby was naked too, but she was covered with a cloth before being taken out. Before I could return from the room, she was gone. They had left with her to the hospital. I was just crying and yelling her name. I didn't know what to do, so I started asking those around the hospital. She was taken to, but nobody knew which hospital exactly. I started running towards the nearest hospital, when some men came to hold me and asked me to calm down, that she was going to be fine. I'll continue the story in the next video. Let's get interactive in the comment section below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video to join our community of honesty and truth. This story is from Love and Pills. I'm out.